So my name is Dzeneta Karabegovic, and I'm a PhD research fellow at the University of Warwick. I work on the ERC Diasporas and Contested Sovereignty project in the Politics and International Studies department. Today I'll be talking about an article I published in Nationalism and Ethnic Politics in 2014 about transnational cultural production in the diaspora, particularly the Bosnian diaspora, around the Srebrenica genocide. Now, the project is called nema and has been going on for about a decade in different cities in which diaspora communities find themselves. So it's happened in New York, in Boston, in Toronto, as well as internationally in Geneva, in the Netherlands, in Istanbul, in Stockholm. And for my project, for the article that I wrote, I looked at two particular events that this happened. So there was a lot of participant observation. I was there, I was present. The project is called nema, and what the artist calls it, she considers it a nomadic monument. nema means "Why are you not here?", which has two sort of symbolic meanings. One, an old Bosnian song about longing and love, and the second meaning of more literal, "Why are you not here?", as in why are victims not able to be here, victims of human rights atrocity as well as genocide. The project manifests itself in the different diaspora communities with which the artist works in these sort of different cities that I mentioned before, and it happens in a public square. Throughout the year and over the last decade or so, she has been collecting traditional Bosnian coffee cups, which are about this size and very small. So far collected almost as many as victims have been identified and buried of the Srebrenica genocide. The project manifests itself in the sense that she places one coffee cup in the very morning, and sort of the number of coffee cups grows in the public square throughout the day. Coffee is prepared on site, traditional Bosnian coffee. Participants who are walking by are asked by diaspora volunteers as well as the artist herself to help pour the coffee in sort of memory of the victims of Srebrenica genocide. So it creates very much an atmosphere of the smell of coffee permeating throughout the square, these individuals who are helping to prepare the coffee, and then individuals also speaking to passersby throughout the day. So it's very much a scene that is created in these places that usually have a lot of foot traffic. So there's quite a number of participants, both international from whether they're tourists or sort of visitors to the city, as well as local people who live there, as well as the diaspora members. Now, what's interesting about this project is that it sort of moves away from the ethno-political, ethno-nationalist debates that happen in the homeland that are very divisive in the sense that there's different historical narratives happening in Bosnia about what happened in Srebrenica. Here it's really more the focus on the victims, the focus on building the community in the hostland community. And it's interesting because it really brings together both diaspora members who consider themselves Bosnian Muslim, as well as Bosnian Croat, as well as Bosnian Serb, as well as other internationals who are sort of interested in the project. And so it's very much something that is more about inclusion than exclusion, which is how oftentimes these kinds of events are commemorated in the homeland community. As far as policy recommendations, I think it's important to consider how these sort of transnational cultural production events, whether they're nomadic monument projects or participatory art projects or something along these lines, can really be supported by local governments, national governments, internationally, particularly in communities that have refugee populations, diaspora populations, and immigrant populations.